Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are fit and fine at your home. Students, today we are going to study geography subject of. In geography, today we are going to learn lesson number 7, rocks and types of rock. Okay students, very good. In the previous video we have learned the 6th chapter, that is the importance of oceans. Okay, now today we are going to learn rocks and types of rocks. Okay students, are you ready for it? Very good. But before moving forward students, I would like to extend my thanks to my subscribers, those who have shared it, liked it and commented below the video. Thank you students. Now students, before moving forward or before gearing up with the chapter, in the chapter one of the activities is given on the page number 40. Okay, so that activity we will do and then we will move forward. Okay students, so in the first activity, do it yourself, some of the pictures are shown. Picture A, picture B and picture C. Students, observe it properly and try to give the answers which are asked on the page number 40. Students, you might have observed these pictures properly, minutely. Now, the first question is, what is the hill in picture A made up of? Yes, you can see the picture student and you can type your answer in the comment box. Let me tell you student, the hill is made up of rocks. Okay student, clearly we can see in the picture the hill is made up of rocks. Okay, now the next question. The second question is, what is being done in the picture B? Yes students, you can type your answer in the comment box. In the picture B, the rocks are extracted from the hills and loaded in a truck. Okay students, so here we can see the rocks are taken out from the hills and loaded on the truck. Now the next question, what do you see in the picture C? Yes students, have you observed the picture properly? Yes, you can type your answer in the comment box. What do you see in the picture? Let me tell you, here in this picture we can see some of the pieces of rocks, okay, or small stones. Okay students, the next question is there any relationship between the three things shown in the picture? Yes students, yes, there is relationship between all the three things. Okay, the first one is the picture of big rocks in the hill, the second one is extraction of the rocks and third one is small pieces of rocks. So here in the first picture we see big rocks, okay, and in the second picture we see the big rocks are extracted and loaded in the truck, and the last picture shows that the big rocks are split into small pieces of rocks. So these three pictures are interrelated. It means it has relationship between them. Okay students, have you understood? Very good. Now the last question. For what purpose do we use the things shown in the A and C? Yes student, do you know why do we use these things? Okay, if you know, you can type your answer in the comment box. Okay students, let me tell you, these things we do use for the purpose of construction. Construction of roads, construction of buildings or construction of anything, we do use big rocks as well as small rocks. Okay students, we also use rocks for the purpose of building homes. Yes, have you understood students? So here we have completed the first activity which is given on the page number 40 and figure number 7.1. Okay students, have you understood? Very good. Now we will do the next activity which is given on the page number 40 only. So let's start with the next activity. Then we will able to understand the lesson properly. Okay, are you ready for it? Very good. So let's do it. Students, for the next activity, one of the important things you will be requiring. Which thing do you require for it, students? Let me tell you, students, you need to collect a piece of rock from your vicinity or from riverbed or from the land where you live. Okay, students? Yes, from anywhere you can collect the specimen of a rock and you can observe it. What do you have to observe then? Yes, student, let me tell you what you needed to observe. You need to collect rock specimens of different type, color and shape. And you need to observe. What you need to observe, students? Let me tell you, okay? The first one, place where was the rock found. Second one, color of rock. Third one, spots on the rock and their color. Weight of the rock, estimated weight, or you can tell whether it is light or heavy. Fifth one, hardness of the rock, heavy, brittle or medium. Now the sixth one is structure of rock, uniform grains, layers or hollowness. The seventh one, that is the last, porosity of the rock. It means whether it is porous or non-porous. Okay, student? So all these things you need to observe and you have to note down your observation. When you will note down your observation, it is needed to show your teacher. Okay, student? You can do it very easily. Okay, because the pieces of rocks are available everywhere. Okay, student? So select or collect any piece of rock and observe the things. Okay, student, for your convenience I have done the activity here. Okay, students, so let me show you. Just a minute. Okay, student, watch it. God, yes. What is it, student? Yes, see it. Yeah, yes. What is it? Have you seen? Yes, it is rock. Observe it carefully. Yes. Okay. So now let's find out the answers of the questions. Okay, the first one is place where the rock was found. Yes, student, this rock I found in my society premises. Okay, I found it in the vicinity of my living place. Okay, students. Now the next one, color of rock. What is the color of rock, students? The color of this stone is nearly blackish one. Okay, student, we can see it is blackish one. Okay, now the next one is weight of this stone or weight of this rock. Students, actually estimated weight we can say it is heavy one. Okay, but according to my experience, okay, I can say it is 2.5 kg. Okay, 2.5 kg. Now the next one, hardness of the rocks. It is very hard. It is not brittle or it is not medium one. We can see. Okay, students, brittle means what? Soft one. It is not soft one. It is completely hard rock. Okay, student, have you understood? Very good. Now the structure of the rock. See, student, what we have to tell here, whether it is uniform grains, whether it has layers, it is hollowness. Yes, student, if we see the last two options, hollowness, here we do not find any hollowness and also we do not have any layers on the rock. Okay, it means that the structure of this stone is uniform grains. The last one is porosity of the rock. Here no porosity is there. It is non-porous. What do you mean by porous, student? If we have any interstice place to go water or air from these holes, then that is called as porous. Okay, but here we do not see any interstice. Okay, students, have you seen? Yes, very good. Yes, student, we have done the two activities which is given on the page number 40. These two activities will help us to learn the rocks and the types of rocks in a better way. Okay, student, once you note down the observation, you need to show the observation to your teacher. Okay, students, do not forget it. Okay, have you understood both the activities? Now we will move forward. Students, before moving forward, I would like to ask a very simple question to you. Okay, are you ready for it? Yes. Students, can you tell me where do you live? Yes, student. Yes, absolutely. We live on Earth. Yes, student. Where do we live? We do live on Earth. Okay, and the Earth's surface is known as crust of the Earth. What do we call it as a crust of the Earth? What is crust actually? The outer rigid, rocky, hard cover of the Earth is called crust. That is lithosphere, or that is the part of lithosphere. Lithosphere is made up of rock, soil and different materials and different minerals. Okay, students? So just now I have told you that lithosphere is made up of rocks, soils and minerals. Okay, student? Then what do you mean by rock, student? Yes, can you tell me what is rock? Yes, if you know what is rock, just now I have shown you the first activity, you have seen the pictures, and in the second activity actually I have shown the rock to you. Then what is rock actually, student? Students, rocks are found on the surface of the land as well as below the land. Okay, students? And see, the crust is about 10 kilometer. Okay, student? The height of the crust is about 10 kilometer. Okay, student? So such kind of large crust we have, and here only on the land we find rock. Rocks are a mixture of different minerals that is formed by the natural process in the lithosphere. Yes, student, it is formed by the natural process in the lithosphere. Just now I have talked about the lithosphere. Okay, so because of the natural process in the lithosphere, rocks are formed. The properties of rocks are depend on the constituents of the minerals in it as well as their proportion and the process of forming it. Properties of rock means what, student? Whether it is hard one, whether it is brittle one, whether it is soft one, or whether it is porous or non-porous. Okay, whether it is black, red, okay, or white. So these are some of the properties of rock. So these properties are completely based on the constituents of the minerals that are included in the rock as well as the process. Students, just now I have told you that the rocks are made up of minerals. What kind of minerals are included in the formation of a rock? Yes, student, do you know? If you know, you can type your answer in the comment box. Yes, student, let me tell you, aluminium, magnesium and iron are the major constituents or minerals that forms a rock. Not only aluminium, magnesium and iron and silica, not only these major constituents are there, but other than this also different minerals are present in the other rocks too. Okay, students, so silica, aluminium, magnesium and iron, these are the major minerals that form a rock. Now students, let's study the types of rock. According to the process of formation, there are three types of rocks. The first type of rock is igneous rock, that is primary rock. Second is sedimentary rock, and the third one is metamorphic rock. Okay, student, so these are the major types of rocks which are differentiated on the basis of their nature of formation. Okay, students, now we will have detailed information about these rocks, that is igneous rock, sedimentary rock and metamorphic rock. Okay, student, so let's have. But students, before understanding the types of rocks, we will have a short information about volcano. Students, you know that the interior temperature of the earth is very high. Yes, student, it is very high temperature inside the earth. And due to the high temperature, the rocks are in the molten stage. Yes, in what stage? The material inside the earth is in molten stage. What is mean by molten, student? Yes, you know that ice cream get melts. Okay, melt means the solid form transferred into liquid form. Okay, student, that is liquid form. The material is in liquidified form. Okay, student, but it is
Very hot.
but sometimes because of the pressure, it releases through the fissures of the crust. Students, sometimes this material get released due to pressure, okay, through the fissures in the crust. Yes, student, what do you mean by fissures? There are some cuts, okay, cuts in the crust, and through these cuts or fissures, the hot material which is in the molten form, it released out. Once it is released, it comes out from the crust of the earth, and that is known as volcano. Yes, student, have you ever listened about volcano? The all the molten material which is very hot, it comes out from the crust of the earth, that is known as volcano. Volcanic eruption we called it as. From this volcano, lava, gases, dust, ashes, etc. are thrown out from the earth's crust. Okay, students? Yeah, and this is called as volcanic eruption. This is very important to understand the formation of rock or the types of rocks. Okay, student? Now we will have information about the first rock, that is igneous rock. Students, let's try to understand what is igneous rock. Students, just now I have told you that there is a very hot material inside the crust of the earth, and it is in the molten form. The material which is in the molten form and inside the crust is called as magma. Yes, student, do not forget is what is magma. Magma is the hot molten material which is inside the crust of the earth, and when it come out from the crust, and it becomes a lava. Okay, student, and the lava on the surface cools down, it solidifies, giving rise to rocks. Okay, student, it means that lava becomes rock after cooling down. Yes, student, have you understood this much? Very good. And this is called as igneous rock. Okay, student, this rock which is made up of from the lava after cooling, that is known as igneous rock. Yes, student, have you understood now igneous rock? It is very easy. Okay, students, these rocks are made up of the interior hot material of the crust, so these are called as primary rock as well. Mostly these rocks appear to be very hard and homogeneous. These are heavy as well. We do not get any fossils in such kind of rocks. Yes, student, what do you mean by fossils? Sometimes we see in the rocks, we find the remains of something. Okay, but here in such kind of rocks, we do not find any kind of remains or fossils of the remains. Okay, students, have understood? Very good. Students, the Maharashtra Plateau and the Sahyadris are formed out of igneous rock. Basalt is the major example of igneous rock. Yes, student, if you have visited Ajanta and Ellora, okay, there we see a lot of caves are carved, engraved from the rock. That rock is made up of basalt. Okay, basalt rock. Okay, most of the times we see basalt rock is in black color. It is also basalt rock. Okay, and it is hard and it is homogeneous too. Students, one more example of the igneous rock is pumice rock. This is formed out of the volcanic froth. It is a porous rock. Student, just now I have told you what is meant by porous rock. One more interesting things about this rock, that is pumice, is that it has very low density, and due to it, it can float on water. Yes, student, sometimes we have listened that about the rocks which can float on water. Students, if you have visited any hill fort, most of the forts on hill in Maharashtra have lakes and elephant yards. Okay students, if you have found it, have you observed anywhere? If you have observed, type yes or no in the comment box. Actually these are quarry sites. Yes student, what do you mean by quarry sites? Quarry means mining site. Okay, what is mining, students? You know, we extract the material from the hills. So these are the such kind of places where quarry was there or mine was there, and due to mine we can see a empty place there. Rock was extracted from these sites and used for building and used for the construction of forts and building other things. In the pits and the dugouts left behind after rock extraction, water was allowed to accumulate there. Water was allowed to accumulate. Have you understood this much? Very good. Students, now we will study the second type of rock, that is sedimentary rock. Yes student, what do you mean by sedimentary rock? Let's learn. Okay. See student, we know that we do find the variations in temperature in our environment. Okay student, as the changes in environment or as the changes in temperature affects on the human body or animals, or it affect on environment, in the same way it affects on the rocks too. Okay, the variations in the temperature affects on the rock. Okay students, and rocks develop cracks. Yes student, rocks develop cracks due to variations in temperature. Okay student, have you understood? Now see, in the same way, the water percolating through the rocks dissolve the minerals which are inside the rocks. Yes student, just now we have studied that the rock is formed from many minerals such as silica, aluminium, magnesium, iron and many other minerals. Okay student, now here when the water filters through the rocks, that time some of the minerals get dissolved because of percolating of water or being filtered in the rock. This leads to the weathering of rock student. What do you mean by weatherings of rock? Weathering means, or weatherings of rock means, the rocks started breaking itself. They get disintegrated or decomposed. Yes student, we know that rocks are homogeneous. The structure of the rock is uniform grains. Okay, but here due to the percolating of water through the rocks, it starts dissolving the minerals inside it, as well as the effect of temperature. Because of this, it gets disintegrated or decomposed. Okay student, it break down into smaller pieces. Okay student, have you understood? Very good. They get reduced to pieces. Students, these rock particles or smaller pieces of the particles get transported from one place to other place by rivers, winds, glaciers. Okay student, in the low lying area, and they get deposited in the low lying area. Now one after another, the layers of sediments get deposited in the low lying area. As it go on depositing layer by layer, the upper layer of the rock or the deposition exert pressure on the lower layer. The upper layers exert heavy pressure on the lower layers. Okay students, because of this it leads to the compaction of rocks and formation of sedimentary rocks. Yes student, this is the process. They get deposited in low lying area, then layers are formed, the upper layer exert pressure on the lower layer, and because of this it leads to compaction of material and finally it forms the sedimentary rocks. Okay student, have you understood how do the sedimentary rocks form? Students, in the sedimentary rocks one can see very easily the layers. Okay student, while the layers are getting deposited, with the deposition, dead bodies of animals, the plants get buried under these layers at the time. Because of this, in sedimentary rocks, we do find the fossils of the remains. Okay student, earlier I have told you what is the meaning of fossils. Students, sedimentary rocks are generally brittle and lightweight. Okay students, and these are porous rocks. Yes student, earlier I have told you the meaning of porous. Do you know which are the sedimentary rocks? Yes, if you know, you can type your answer in the comment box. Okay student, so let me tell you which are the sedimentary rocks. Sandstone, limestone, shale, coral. Okay students, these are the sedimentary rocks. One may find coral seams in the sedimentary rocks. Students, before moving forward, let me tell you something about fossils. Yes students, what do you mean by fossils? The remains of dead animals and plants subject to heavy pressure. The buried remains of animals and plants become subject to heavy pressure. As a result, their impression get marked into the rocks. At times, the buried animals and plants get petrified. These are called fossils. Okay students, and these fossils help us to get information about the life in that period. Okay student, so it is about, we will move forward. Students, let me give you one of the examples of sedimentary rocks. Yes students, see the picture and tell me what is it? Yes, it is the picture of Red Fort. Okay student, we do find Red Fort in Delhi, and the Red Fort is built up of sedimentary rocks. Where do you find red sandstone? Yes, the red sandstones we do find near Jaipur in Rajasthan. Students, as sandstone is relatively soft, and because of its softness, it is easy to carve it. Okay student, have you understood? Very good. Students, now we will study the third type of rock, that is metamorphic rock. Students, yes, what do you mean by metamorphic? Yes, if you know, you can type your answer in the comment box. Students, metamorphic means what? The rock that undergone transformation by heat, pressure and other agencies. For example, folding of rock. Yes student, that is called as metamorphic rock. Okay student, have you understood? How does the metamorphic rock formed? It formed due to a high pressure, high heat and other processes in other natural processes. For example, folding of rock. Okay student, have you understood? Yes, very good. Students, we do find a lot of activities on our earth. It may be because of volcanic activity, or maybe because of earthquake, okay, or because of the earth movements, and such kind of movements occurs constantly on the earth. And students, due to such volcanic activities or earth's movements, the igneous and sedimentary rocks subjected to tremendous pressure and heat in that region. Students, this lead to the changes in the original rocks as well as changes in the chemical components of the rocks. The constituents of the rocks get changed due to these activities. The crystals in the original rocks get recrystallized. This means that the rock get metamorphosed. Okay student, and the rocks that are formed by such kind of process is called as metamorphic rocks. The rocks formed through such a process are called metamorphic rock. Metamorphic rocks are heavy and hard. Okay student, to understand the metamorphic rocks, let's study the table. Students, after metamorphosis, the original rock converts into new metamorphosed rock. For example, granite converts into gneiss. Basalt converts into amphibolite. Limestone converts into marble. Coal converts into diamond. Sandstone converts into quartzites. Shale convert into slate. Okay students, so in this way the original rock converts into metamorphosed rock. Okay students, have you understood? Very good. Students, do you know coal gets metamorphosed when it undergoes heavy pressure and intense heat? After coal gets metamorphosed, diamond metamorphosed into diamond. Yes student, we do get diamond from coal, and once it metamorphosed into diamond, its price increases. Students, we all know that we burn the coal and we do use diamonds for our ornaments. For example, diamond ring and diamond necklaces. Students, now let's study more about one of the metamorphic rocks, that is marble. Students, the Taj Mahal at Agra is built in marble. Marble is metamorphic rock. This rock was brought from mines in Makarana in Rajasthan. One realizes while taking a boat ride in river Narmada through Bedaghat Gorge in Madhya Pradesh that the river has cut its gorge through marble rock at sunrise, sunset, and during full moon nights. These river banks present an enchanting scene. Yes students, so here we had some information about Taj Mahal, which is made up of the metamorphic rock, that is marble. Okay students, now we shall study the distribution of major rocks in Maharashtra state. Students, to understand the distribution of types of rocks in Maharashtra, let's have a look on this map. The map shows the distribution of rocks in Maharashtra. Here student, you can find out the most of the region of Maharashtra is occupied by the one rock, that is basalt. Okay student, you need to find out the regions where you do not find basalt rock. Students, the basalt rock formed out of volcanic eruptions has spread over a vast region of Maharashtra. Students, in the most of the parts of Maharashtra we do find basalts only, but granite rock is found in eastern parts and in South Konkan. Laterite is found in South Konkan. The sedimentary rocks are found in Nandurbar, Jalgaon, Dhule, Akola and Amravati. In Maharashtra, because of the thick layers of basalt, here we do not find the results of minerals. Therefore, the mining is concentrated in South Konkan and in eastern Maharashtra. Students, now let me tell you about one of the rocks, that is laterite. We find laterite rock in the coastal region of Konkan in Maharashtra. It is found in specially Ratnagiri and Sindhudurg districts. Okay students, have you understood this much? Very good. So today we have studied the types of rocks, that is igneous rock, sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rock. Now student, one of the important things is given here on the page number 44. You need to explain the meaning of the line, a Marathi famous line, that is Rakat Desha, Kankar Desha, Dagdancha Desha. See, Rakat, Kankar and Dagdancha Resha. Just now we have seen that here in Maharashtra, plateau is full of the basalt rock, granite rock. Okay student, and these rocks are very hard, okay, as well as homogeneous. Okay student, so with reference to this, it is said that Rakat Desha, Kankar Desha and Dagdancha Desha. Okay student, have you understood? Yes, very good. Now one more activity is given here. What will you do? See student, Ajit is interested in sculpting. He wants to prepare a sculpture of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He cannot understand which rock he should use for this: igneous, sedimentary or metamorphic rock. What will be your advice? Yes student, you can type your answer in the comment box. But my opinion is that Ajit should use sedimentary or metamorphic rock. Okay student, why? Because these are, in compare to the igneous rock, soft one. Okay, we can curve it easily. So here I suggest Ajit should use sedimentary rock or metamorphic rock. Okay student, have you understood this much? Very good. So today we have learned rocks and the types of rocks. There are major three types of rocks, that is igneous rock, sedimentary rock and metamorphic rock. Okay student, have you understood this much? Very good. Okay student, in the next video we are going to do the exercise given on the page number 44, and if you want to learn more about it, be connected with me, and if you want to connect with me, subscribe my channel. Okay student, if you have liked this video, like it, share it, comment below the video, and do not forget to subscribe it and press the bell icon so that you will get current notification of new videos. Thank you and be connected.